forward. Nobody has gone to jail for doing anything wrong. That encourages you to repeat it again. When you don't do what is right when things are bad, it allows repetitive behavior. But I think the biggest cause is actually the fact that we have a weak justice reform, this justice system as well, intertwined into it. You can't do much in the courts out of it right now. If if PPRA wants to affect something, it has to go through agencies that are weak, agencies that are not empowered. So it's a cycle that's been going on. What I don't want us to debate from is the fact is the systemic cause of this issue. And I think Mr. Larry mentioned on it. Let's go back to deregulation. I am in total support of maybe putting subsidy elsewhere because again, not all decisions are economic. But I do feel that Nigerians must be told what it will take, how it will happen, the process, and what the benefits will be, and when the benefits will be seen. I think JMB has a lot of trust because he comes in with that kind of trust right now. He should use it. Use it to sort of define a plan to fix the energy problem in Nigeria because it's not only about petrol in your cars, it's about even your having to buy fuel for your generators and other things. So it's a mixed, complicated problem, in my view.
Mr. Adigun, we're almost out of time, but let me ask this question. Yes, remove the subsidy. We don't have the refineries yet, so there's tendency to continue importation. Now, yes, we go back to deregulation, but would that also take care of the issue of the unions? Because there are those who believe that the unions are some of the bottlenecks at the point of imports. Mr. Adigun, you can hear me?
Yes, sorry, I heard you now. I do not think the unions are a big problem per se. If you heard the Nupeng president last week, he was in support of deregulation. Ferguson, I think, for the past 2 years or 3 years, have been in support of deregulation. It's not the unions. The unions have their own cases, they have their own issues. But the unions also know things we don't know because they're players in the sector as well. What we need to do is have an emergency action plan where you have all stakeholders together. Have those that are trading, have those that are importing, have the banks, who are actually a big sector in the big player in the subsidy issue, have the regulatory agencies and let them sit together and work out an arrangement for us. Because it's not there's no bullet that can fix everything, either by stopping local import deregulation or import regulation or anything. But a concise roadmap can be developed by all the parties there, which can be implemented. I don't think unions have been a problem. I think unions have been good to an extent because some of the things that we found out were through unions. So I don't take away their benefits. I know everybody wants to protect their jobs and protect their livelihood, which is only fair to them. But they know things we don't know. And bring them to the round table, bring them with government and say, well, work out a plan. The issue is we need to be sufficient in products. We need to save money that we're spending on subsidy. We need to bring local capacity, develop refineries. Then we can work out something that can be implemented.
Okay, as we wind down here, Mr. Lowry, let's begin with you. Final statement. The new administration is here. Build new refineries, remove subsidy, punish those who have erred. Are these the steps that should be taken? And what other thing do you think needs to be done on all the players, by all the players involved, including your own group of people?
We clamor for more transparency in our sector. I remember there was a time when, even in the NNPC operations, the GMD then, Jackson, used to publish operational reports of NNPC every quarter. After he left, the thing died down. Everybody's book should be open for inspection at any time. We don't have anything to hide. Anybody can inspect any PLC anytime and see whether we are doing the right thing or the wrong thing. Like Mr. Adigun said, if you see anybody misbehaving, there are sanctions. For example, I was privileged to be a member of PPPRA. The guidelines at a particular time was no longer followed. And when we said it, the answer we got then was, oh, you big companies, you don't want the small ones to come in. So we now had over 130 people bringing in fuel. With that kind of number, there's no way you can control the volume coming in. Then the number came down after Mokwede's panel to 38. Then it went up again to 46. Why? These are questions.
Is the quality of the product ever checked?
Yeah, the quality is always checked. The quality, there's no problem about the quality because one, the marketers themselves have independent marine inspectors. NNPC employs their own inspectors.
Okay.
Even finance has
Their own
auditors
inspectors.
and their own inspectors that check out. So quality is not a problem.
Okay.
It's the quantity.
Okay.
Okay, it's the
Okay.
quantity that is a big issue. So for us, we want all those things to be done. Deregulate, bring in a strong regulator. From time to time, some of these things should be made public. Let people see that things are going on fine.
The deregulation is anybody that can afford it import as far as you have the license.
As long as you have the license.
Okay.
Deregulate.
For me,
But hold on, please. Deregulate. But he made one point. It must also, deregulation is not only importation. Local production,
Refining.
yes, should come in.
Okay.
Nigeria can afford 40 refineries.
for me, the secrecy or darkness in the management of the oil and gas sector in Nigeria, the veil of secrecy should be removed. There's need for transparency and corporate governance in the way things are done. NNPC has become a stronger institution than the Nigerian nation itself. How that body is being managed, must be clearly made known to us.
Okay.
At what price do they get materials, products? At what price do they import? And how much do they make as a body? How are they financed? What revenue comes in? And how is it appropriated? And all these issues about auditing must be done. Talking about probe.
We have to go. Mr. Adigun, your last words.
I think I support what every person has said there. The major issue is move towards transparency in the sector, create strong institutions. Let's have an audit of NNPC, not the fiscal audit, but the financial audit for 2015 for all NNPC and subsidiaries, NPDC, NNPC, all agencies in the oil sector. Let's have publish information about it. That will help everybody know where we are and how rich we are as a nation. And the next part of it is let's pass the PIB. Mr. Heldora, the acting speaker, has done a lot of work around the PIB. We've got about 4 or 5 days. It can happen.
Okay.
If the PIB is passed, it gives the government